Yes. Hello guys, it's Amir Said I'm fine. I hope you to be fine. I hope that you enjoyed the last video tutorial that I posted on YouTube. I'm not sure what was about that. I forgot what was that, but I think that was how we can make GTA V character looks. That was very fun and cool. Just let me check. Was that or I'm telling you that no, that was right. Okay, and in this video fun episode I'm going to show you how I made this magic can here. Now you can see it was like this day, like no grass. I made this and I changed this into night shape, not night shift. Before going further, I will just make a copy of this by pressing Ctrl J for the case that I missed something to have a backup. I have made a backup out of this. Now I will change this into night. I have a full tutorial how we can change day into night. If you missed that, go and watch on my YouTube channel. That is a advanced way, but that's not the way I'm doing right now. That is advanced. This is a little bit simple, but in this situation it will work. I will use camera raw filter here. Go to filter and click on the camera raw filter, or the shortcut is written here. And just let me unzoom. You can see the first thing that I will do is lower the exposure, something like this, because in night obviously we don't have that much color, and reduce the temperature because the moonlight is blue, and because of that in night we will have blue tint on colors. More contrast on colors, lower bearing. I will pop up the highlights right now because it would be better for my taste. Close the shadow, open again a little bit whites and more blacks. I think exposure is too much. Something like this would be better. In night obviously absolutely we won't have this texture, we won't see clarity. These won't be affected on night. We now don't see anything absolutely clear that we are watching them on day. And boost the haze a little bit. Also I want to lower the vibrance and saturation. There is a difference between vibrance and saturation that I will explain you one day. There is a little bit difference. It's is affecting on a skin tone first, but going to another colors. Now you can see I have made this. For making that grass here, I didn't use any grass pictures which was found on Google. I made another layer by the name of grass and filled that with the grass brush preset. Now this is my grass brush preset. Okay, I will show you how I made this. I will use a blank document. It's this size 1920 and by 1080. You can use any size that you want, but lower the 5000 on the longer edge. Now to make that brush preset, just make a grass shape, something like this. We will make something like this. I will click here to remove that part, and I will doing this by holding the Control key on the keyboard to change this anchors here. Now this is good. I will press Ctrl Enter to load the selection on this, and press Alt because I have black color here. I will hold Alt or Option key on a Mac and press backspace to fill this with black color. Now I will go to Edit, Define Brush Preset, and rename this to Sample Brush, but not Sample Brush, Grass Tree, because I have two grasses. Now you can see it is affecting like this. It is not what we want. We should fix this mistake. How we can fix this? Just let me play a music. Okay. Go to Windows and brush. Where is property for brush? No, property not for brush. Brush here. brush setting, or you can go to window and brush, not brushes, brush settings here. Now we should increase the spacing, but before increasing the spacing, go to shape dynamics and all the way size jitter and all the way angle jitter. Now I will scatter it a little bit to have the space between them, and not texture, I don't want to have texture, I want to smooth the edge of this, but I don't want to my grass be one color, I want that to be two colors. But be sure that you check this checkbox, it is affecting on each tip brush here. Now you can see the difference between check and uncheck. Now you can see this is the difference, and all the way to 100% this foreground background color jitter. Now it is made. For grass color making, I will use a dark gray color, something like this, and background some yellowish tone, something like this, and this would be my grasses. Now you can see this is the grasses. Go back to the image and on blank document make those grasses, lower the size of the brush and populate this area. I will first the shape that I want to have, something like this, then I will populate here. Change the size, you can see the size is here changing, the size of the brush to don't have same effect, same size, that would be boring, and paint around this can here. I'll make it a little bit bigger and something like this. Be sure that you are doing these on the separate layer, not on the base layer. Okay, just this was the grass that we make. Just let me put some more because that would be better. Just let me make it smaller and something like this, mountain of grass. Okay, the thing that I did after this to make this more interesting was the glow around these grasses. How I made this, double click on here to open the layer style window, or you can right click here and click on the blending options. Now this is the same thing, all the way to outer glow. Now you can see the glow is affecting. If you missed and paint the grass on this base layer, this won't be affected because the or the outer glow will affect around this frame here. Now it depends on you, just sample this color here, that would be better. Yeah, not this one, this is not what I want, this color would be good. Just press OK and play around with these. I don't want to have noise will make something like this, or you can use dissolve, it would be the same effect. And also choose linear dodge blending mode for adding or making light, painting the light on the background. Just make the blending option of that layer to linear dodge. That is the benefit to doing this. Just let me tweak a little bit more to have a little bit a better result. Now you can see we made the glow around this, but you can see it's too sharpened, but this is not what we want. You can see here is a little bit blurry, but this is too much sharpened. I will go to filter, blur and Gaussian blur or Gaussian blur, I'm not sure what is that, and maybe this radius would be good. I experiment this, but that's cool. Now this is what we made. Another thing that we should make for the grass is again go to blending option and drop shadow. Use drop shadow to sample that this is little this is not a little too much real here, because the ship eyes are looking in the grass. That should be better. Just the light should be come from this way, and the drone, yeah, distance, you can see if I increase the distance it will go there. I don't want that much distance, a little bit, something like this. Two, 2 pixels is okay on my taste. Spread a little bit, something like this, and this is all the way that I will do. Now it's much better. Before, now you can see before and after. This is more realistic things. Okay, we should paint the reflection of the color on the ship. How I made that? Double click, no, not double click, click or choose the base layer and go to curve adjustment layer. Clip it only effect on this and make everything more brighter, something like this. Just press Ctrl I or Command I on a Mac to invert the select to mask. Now with brush, with soft round brush, something like this. Not with 100% opacity, something around 50% opacity. Again, 50 is too much. 30, I'm not sure. 0% hardness. Again, 30 is too much. I think 10 is okay. Now bring that back to have something like this. Just let me make it bigger and bring back those parts. Now you can see this light is reflecting on this shape face is not green because we are painting the white color here. We boost the white color on this. I'm not sure what was this part of the body name. I forgot that. I'm not forgot that. I forgot that. Just paint the light here and put this into linear dodge blending mode. Let me see. In this case, normal is better, or you can put this into soft light or screen. Just paint the light around this, and also on here, his or hair. I'm not sure, but I think it's hair. That's too much. A little bit, something like this. Okay. Now make a hue and saturation layer, colorize, and clip it only to fit on this part. Why it's not affecting only in this part? Now you can see the difference. It became a greenish yellow, something like this. This is not bad. This would be cool. Not linear dodge, normal. Just make another hue and saturation layer, colorize, boost the saturation to have this greenish tint, and inverse the selection, inverse the mask, something like this. Now I'll again bring back with white color the mask to have this effect that the color is green, which is reflecting. Just bring back the white color. I'm not wasting too much time on this video because it's tutorial tutorial that you can watch the full or the final result of this on my Instagram account. The link is again in description. You can watch that there. Just paint the white color on the hue and saturation mask. Now this is what we made. Okay, I will make more glow around this grass, make a new empty layer and put this into linear dodge. Just make these colors default by pressing D on keyboard. They will be default, and soft round brush with absolutely 0% hardness and make big brush. Just add white color with 100% opacity, white color, why it's not affecting it, paint the black color, but on there. this is good right now. This is what must mistake. 20% opacity. Release the clipping mask, bring it here and release this, release, and paint the black and white color to have more glow around this. Put this up out the grass. Put some black color to not have that much effect. Now you can see the difference before and after. Yeah, that's much better. I will paint this color yellowish tone but more darker, something like this. This is much better in my taste. Okay, another thing that I want to do is to go to filter, just select this layer, go to filter, render and lighting effect. If this option is hide or not affecting on your PC because don't have any graphic card on your PC. From these things, this drop menu, choose the point because you want to emphasize this part. You can use a spot layer, a spot lamp or infinite lamp. It is like this. It is the luminosity lamp, something like this. But in this situation we need point. Bring down here, small, make it small, lower this and make this smaller. Why it is not making it smaller? Yeah, that's making it smaller. This is what I want. Just press OK. Now this is done. Now again press Ctrl Shift Alt E to merge every layer together. You can see this is a merge layer of everything, but still we have these layers. I will go to filter, camera raw filter. The making the magic is finished. This is for color correction. I will make or push the yellow blue color and add magenta to the grass. Lower the exposure, something like this. Oh, open this. More contrast. Lower the highlights because that is too much glowing. Open the shadows. Whites a little bit down, blacks a little bit up, and texture again, vibrance, boost them right in this. Now boost them. Go to split toning on the highlights. I want to have a greenish tint, something like this. This is cool. Balance, something like this. Well, this is balance between shadow and highlights. On the shadow I want to have bluish tint. Just let me see if I make orange and teal effect, what it be. No, it is not working on this picture. Just press OK. Now you can see the big difference. Just let me reveal these. Before and after. Before and after. Yeah, that's much better and I love this. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and you learn more tips and techniques from Photoshop. Feel free for ask me any question that you have problem on Photoshop, using Photoshop. Stay tuned for every night updated video on YouTube. I apologize that I didn't post the last night video because I had a little bit sickness. Because of that I didn't make the video. I hope you that enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for next video and share and follow me on Instagram and have a good day. See you on next video. Bye bye.